Hello students, my name is Arvind Rai from LPM Public School, which is situated in Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur, and I am a subject teacher of Social Studies. This video is helpful for class 3rd students, and today we are going to start our 4th chapter, which is Villages of India. Before starting the chapter, I hope that you all are fine at your homes, maintaining precautions regarding COVID-19 and following the guidelines provided by the government. Please be safe, be healthy. Now come to the point. Today we are going to learn some facts regarding villages of our country or villages of India. The topic is villages of India, and what we are going to learn after the completion of this chapter. It is mentioned over here. Explain what a village is. Okay? After the completion of this chapter, we are going to learn or we are going to explain what a village is. Describe a village in India. What type of village do we have in our India? That we are going to describe after completion of this chapter. Now third point, list the differences between a village and a city. What are the differences we have in our villages and cities of India? On what basis we define a place as a village and a place as a city? Okay? Now, after that, one more point is mentioned over here. Since ancient times, most villages have been governed by the panchayats. The word panchayat means group of 5 wise and respected people who are chosen to look after the local community. Now, in our previous videos also we have learnt this point on the forms of government. We have studied that how in India we have 3 levels of government. First one is central government, second one is state government, and third one is local government. In local government we have 3 parts. First one is on village level, second one is on town level, and third one is on district level. When we talk about villages of India, in this video we are going to learn some facts regarding villages of India. So when we are talking about villages, we are obviously going to talk about the government of villages. So this word defines the government of villages. Panchayats. What does panchayat means? Okay? The word panchayat means group of 5 wise and respected people of that particular village who are appointed or elected to look at the needs of the local community. Okay? So you can write the definition of the panchayats. It is mentioned in your book also on page number 24 in the left side of your book. In left side of your page, and the page number is 24. It is mentioned in the left side of your page under the topic Heritage Corner. You can write the definition in your notebook. Since ancient times, most villages have been governed by the panchayats. The word panchayat means group of 5 wise and respected people who are chosen to look after the local community. Okay? In panchayats, 5 wise and respected people of that particular village are chosen to look after the needs, demands, law and order of that particular village. Okay. Now students, look at these points. After this, we are going to know what is a village, who are called villagers, and what are our right values regarding villages. So, in right values, we have welfare of the village is important for the welfare of the country. We'll discuss on this topic later on. Before that, we are going to learn what is a village, who are called villagers. As you look in your book on page number 25, it is mentioned in your book that what is a village. A village is a small place far away from the city where people live. The houses in a village are often surrounded by farms, fields and trees. Most people in India live in villages. So, when we talk about what is a village, then we can say village is a small area, okay, which is far away from cities, with people with main occupation as agriculture. They practice agriculture more often as compared to cities. In villages, we have vast plain lands. Okay, in villages, people rear cattle. Okay, so the main occupations are agriculture, rearing of cattle. In villages, we have plenty of trees and we get clean air in villages. Okay. After that, it is mentioned people who live in villages are called villagers. Now when we talk about the second question, who are called villagers, then we can say the people who live in villages are called villagers. Okay. Now we will complete the paragraph, second paragraph on page number 25. Most villagers work in farms to grow crops and raise cattle. Life in a village is quieter than life in a town or city. The air in a village is usually clean. There are almost no tall buildings and fewer buses and cars. Okay? As we talked earlier, that most of the people in India live in villages and their main occupation is agriculture, raising cattle, okay, getting some products from cattle, for example from cows, goats, buffaloes, and as compared to cities, in villages we don't have many tall buildings, plenty of buses, cars, etc. We don't have these facilities on higher level. But villagers have their life dependent on main occupation as agriculture, raising cattle, and in present time the condition of villagers is improving day by day. Okay. Now we will talk about right values. What are the right values regarding villages? It is mentioned in your book on page number 25 in left hand side, right values. It is mentioned that our villages are important to us. The food we eat every day is grown by farmers who live in villages. The welfare of villages is thus important for the welfare of the country. Now, we have mentioned in short that welfare of the village is important for the welfare of the country. Why this sentence is being mentioned here or in your book? That the food we eat on regular basis, by which we get our or we maintain our body healthy, the food we get on daily basis, that we get from our villages. In that villages, the main person who are raising the crops, they are called farmers. So it is very much important that we should work on the welfare of the villages. Thus, villages will support in the welfare of our country. Okay? So it is very much important to look after the villages, improve the facilities in villages, improve the condition of the farmers. These topics are very much important for the welfare of our country, because most of the people, as we know, in present time also they live in villages. Okay? Hope students, you have learned some important things about villages and villagers. We'll discuss some more points regarding this chapter in our next video. Till then, please mention these points, revise these points, and have a quick revision on the basis of your book. Go through the topics according to a book, what we have discussed till now in this video, and mention the important points in your notebook. Till then, be safe, be healthy, and thanks for supporting.